what exactly is self-talk and what is it not? Because what is not is definitely helpful and something that you need to remember whenever you're trying to figure out what is it. Okay, so number one, hello. My name is Kahdija Imari. I am a self-care and lifestyle strategist. Words come to me now. I mentor ambitious women, that is moms, wives, career women, entrepreneurs. I mentor these ambitious women so that they can prioritize their peace and do more self-care in real life. I'm talking intentionally, consistently, and unapologetically. So let's get into it. If you see me looking at my phone, it's my notes. What is self-talk and what is not? Self-talk is the words you say externally about you and the thoughts you think internally about you. So let's go into words. Let's talk a little bit about the external. You verbally say these things, right? People say stuff like, I hate myself. I'm such an idiot. Now, I don't say many of these things because I've been on my affirmation writing journey and I have been upgrading my self-talk, something serious. Okay. I will nip some self-doubt and some unworthiness. I will nip it in the bud. Okay. I will catch myself and be like, you said what now? No. Yes, you can. Right. So if you, I know you're probably like, how she do that? So I do that by writing my own affirmations, and I can show you how to write your own affirmations as well. I'm hosting a affirmation writing workshop on September 13th, and you are totally invited. Get your ticket. It's available in the link in the description box below. I'm going to be teaching you exactly what tools you need to use, what words or questions you need to ask, how to clear your mind so that you can write the best affirmations you need to write for you, how to make sure that your affirmations are specific to you, your circumstance, the situation that you're going through. I'm teaching you the impactful affirmations formula, which is like bomb.com. Okay. You're going to be able to speak to yourself more lovingly by using this formula. And I'm also going to teach you a super kid proof, beginner friendly, easy affirmation formula. So all of those things and more I will be talking about at the How to Write Affirmations workshop. Link is available below. But things that people tend to say, or that some people sometimes say externally about themselves, words that actually come out of their mouths is stuff like, I hate myself, I'm such an idiot, I can't do that, I don't think I can, I could never, all of this type of stuff. It's definitely giving the negative side of the spectrum when it comes to self-talk, like the thoughts that you think about yourself. We could talk about anything. So I'm gonna look at my background, the TV. I could easily say, okay, a desire that I have is I want a larger TV screen. I could easily walk around the store at when I get to Walmart or when I get to Target or when I get to wherever, right? And I could easily think, nah, I can't buy that. That costs too much. Like it's little things just like that can come up at any moment during the day, but you're denying yourself something. You are telling yourself, no, you're not worthy of this. No, you can't do this. No. Basically, no. Is what you're telling yourself. It's like you're censoring yourself. And it's also like you've become your own guardrails in life, because many times our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents, whoever the guardians were, our teachers, even our mentors, these different people in our lives have taught us how to put the guardrails up on ourselves. And so eventually in life, we adopt it. We learn how to put our own guardrails up. And it can be very limiting many times because it can come out by way of negative self-talk. So continuing on from external. I think you understand what I'm saying. And I want to clarify. So I'm not only saying that there's negative self-talk, I'm also saying that there is, I think I mentioned this in like a few different videos about affirmations, but your self-talk can be negatively charged, positively charged. It can also be neutrally charged. So what do I mean by that? If I say, I can't buy a new TV, that's negative, versus I would love to buy a new TV. I can absolutely buy a new TV. That's positively charged. And a more neutral statement might be, I can buy a new TV. Because earlier I said I can absolutely buy a new TV. That's like super excited. So yeah, maybe a more neutral statement might be, I can buy a new TV, or I can buy a TV, right? I can buy a TV is more neutral than I can buy a new TV versus I can't buy a new TV. Negative, positive, neutral. I can buy a TV. So maybe that TV that I buy isn't new. It's just a TV, right? Or maybe it's like new to me. Have you ever done that? Like, well, this new to me, you know, when you buy like a used item or a barely, what's it called? What's the word? Refurbished. Yeah, when you buy something that's refurbished. Anyway, so yes, self-talk can be either negative, neutral, or positive. It doesn't always need to be positive. It doesn't always need to be negative. It doesn't always need to be neutral. But you do need to know where exactly you fall on that spectrum so that you can begin to figure out, what exactly is going on with your self-talk. Is your self-talk the thing that is impacting your thought process and your belief system that's being reflected verbally out of your mouth? Inverbally or non-verbally, mentally, your thoughts. Like, you need to be able to know what exactly you're saying to yourself so that you can figure out why your actions are not in alignment with where you say you want to be in life, with where you say you want to be with your self-care, right? So it could be that if you don't know why exactly you're unable to meet your self-care goals, it could be that you're operating from a belief system that is holding you back for whatever reason. And that belief system can become evident to you when you examine your self-talk. So when you examine the words that you say out of your mouth, anytime you are thinking about how tired you are and how you want to do some self-care, what comes out of your mouth? What's that thought that you think in your mind? Do you automatically say to yourself, oh, I definitely can't do no self-care right now. Like, I have to finish this work. Like, I got to I'm tired, but you know what? I'll do it later. I have to get this thing done. I have to get the kids ready. I have to go get the husband. I got a husband. I don't know what that is, but I got to go fix dinner. I got to go cook breakfast. I got to go. Like, why are you shutting your own need down? Like, you're totally closing yourself off to something that you need. And it's really like you're placing more value on what someone else needs, whether it's your job, your spouse, your kids, your partner. You're placing more value on someone else's needs of you or demands of you than the value that you place of something you desire on you. And you just need to be aware of that. Like, if you're aware of it, you can fix it, you can change it, you can shift it. If you're unaware of it, you won't get to the point of changing it or shifting it so that you can actually get to the place that you say you want to be in. And if the place that you say you want to be in is prioritizing your peace and doing more self-care, you got to figure out what's holding you back. And so this may be one of the things that's holding you back. Hopefully all of that makes sense. I did go down a bit of a rabbit hole. Apologize for that. But hey, this is me. If you like some tangents here and there, stick around. Okay, so internal self-talk. What do I mean by internal self-talk? We just talked about external self-talk. It's literally the words that are coming out of your mouth. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? I think that was that phrase that he said in that movie. I don't know. So external, it's the words that you're saying out of your mouth about you. That is external self-talk. Internal self-talk is whatever you're thinking. So nobody else can hear these thoughts. You're the only one. And I'm telling you, don't look at me like I'm crazy, okay? I know that for me, the voice inside my head, it sounds like me. Like, how do I say this? The voice inside my head, it sounds a lot like how if I were to voice record this, or like, well, I'm literally recording this as a YouTube video right now. So if I listen back to this video on YouTube, the voice that I hear on YouTube sounds a lot like the voice that I hear in my head when I'm just thinking thoughts in my head. That makes sense. So it's just another layer of self-talk, because it is your voice talking to you in your own mind, and no one else can hear it but you, right? So I've already explained why it's good to know that you have self-talk and what you're even saying. It's good to know what you're saying, like to become aware of what you're saying to yourself and what type of charge does it have behind it. Is it negative, neutral, or positive? Like, you need to know, because once you can identify it, you can start to address it. I like to say, what's that thing I like to say? That in order to meet a goal, you have to be able to like see it and then like grab it. I don't know where I was going with that. It was some quote that I know I say to my clients. It'll come to me. Anyway, but, I'm losing my voice. I apologize, y'all. So some internal thoughts that we might think, that we might not say out loud, but we definitely might think. I'm so lazy. I don't deserve to have XYZ. I hate how I look. My stomach is ugly. I look fat. I could never build a business. I can't make videos. I look a mess right now. I can't go to XYZ location or XYZ place or XYZ building. I look ugly without makeup. These are some of the things that we find ourselves saying about ourselves. Ladies, you are too hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself. I know, because I know that I've been hard on myself, right? So I can say that to you. We got to learn how to be more kind to ourselves. That's where I'm going with this thing. We've got to learn to be more kind to ourselves, to speak to ourselves more lovingly. And I believe that the best way to do that is to write your own affirmations. When you write affirmations, you are shifting that self-talk from negative to neutral. And if you're in a more neutral place right now, you can shift that self-talk from neutral to positive. Either way, you're shifting it into a place that is going to be more encouraging for you, that is going to help you get after or do and become who you desire to become, and do the things that you desire to do. It, like, the things you desire don't just have to stay in your mind. They don't just have to be daydreams. Like, it can be reality. And what if your self-talk is the only thing that's holding you back from that? What if you change this one thing and it creates this beautiful ripple effect of you doing the thing and you becoming the person? It's so lovely. So with that in mind, I invite you to join me at the How to Write Affirmations workshop. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I invite you to join me at the How to Write Affirmations workshop. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you want to know what I'm talking about, you want to be included in the conversation and gain a skill set for yourself so that you can become more encouraging to yourself, so that you can learn how to speak to yourself more lovingly, so that you can figure out exactly what is going wrong with your self-care when previously you just haven't been able to figure out why you're just like stuck and stagnant in your self-care. It could be your belief system. It could be your self-talk that's holding you back. So let's change that on September 13th. Join me for the How to Write Affirmations workshop. It's going to be a fun time, and you can get your ticket at the link in the description. And if you're watching this video and it's beyond September 13th, don't worry. You still have the opportunity to grab the workshop replay. It will be available in the COCO LOVE shop. So that link will be in the description as well. Okay, so remember when I started this video and I said self-talk is not only external or internal? Now we're going to get into that part. So we've explained what it means for self-talk to be external. I've explained what it means for self-talk to be internal. Now I want to talk about how self-talk is not solely external and it is not solely internal. It is absolutely both. It is both. It is and. It is and. Okay. I can't say this enough. And yes, this is turned into a slightly longer video, but I want to make sure that I nail this point into the ground. Self-talk is not just the words you say out of your mouth about you. It is also the thoughts you think about you. It is both. It is one and two. It is two and one. Okay? So, what is in you will come out of you. What's outside you can come into you. But what's been inside you since you were 5 years old is much stronger than what just came into you yesterday. So we want to work on changing what's already inside of us. So if we want to show up differently in the world. Hopefully that made sense. I'll say it one more time, but in my own layman's terms, I'll explain what I just said. So what's inside of you is going to come out of you. So thoughts that you think to yourself, like, I hate my life, I hate my stomach, I hate how I look, I don't like this about myself, I don't like that about myself. If I've been thinking these things and stirring on these things, I don't deserve this, I don't deserve that, I don't believe I can do that, I don't think I'm worthy of that, oh, I could never, right? If you're thinking these things, eventually they're going to come out of your mouth. Eventually you're going to act in a way that depicts you hate your life, you don't like how you look, you don't deserve XYZ, you don't, right? You're going to behave that way. Now, when we talk about writing your own affirmations, yes, I have other videos about affirmations where I talk about how like affirmations can change your life and affirmations can like help you begin to shift how you've been showing up in the world and shift how you show up for your self-care and all this stuff. What my quote here just said is there's something to be said about when you are doing a new thing, writing affirmations, speaking life into yourself, speaking more lovingly. There's something to be said when that new thing is brand new and is being compared or it's combating something that's much older. Whoops. Sorry, I hit the microphone. And it's being compared to or combating something that's much older, right? So your thought process and your self-doubt and your self-belief and your disbelief of yourself and your self-deprecation and your self-hatred and all of these types of things, that negatively charged thought process that you have inside of yourself, that has been stirring and stewing for a long time. Like, it's not new. If you have had that these like negatively charged thoughts for like years and years and years, for example, you've had these negatively charged thoughts for 20 years. And then you start writing your own affirmations when you come to the affirmation writing workshop, right? You keep writing affirmations for 1 week. You keep writing affirmations for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And you're like, whoa, I feel great. I'm so empowered. I feel so encouraged. Like, I got this. I believe I'm beautiful. Like, all of this, right? Your mindset has begun to shift. And then you stop writing affirmations. Well, here's what you've essentially done. 20, 30, 40 years of negatively charged self-thoughts and self-talk is butting up against 3 months, 1 week, 1 day of affirmation writing and positive self-talk or neutral self-talk. Who do you think is going to win this fight? If these two things have been training for a heavyweight fight, one of them is going to be heavyweight and the other one is going to be lightweight, and it's just not going to even be a fight. So why is that important to know? It's important to know because when I tell you self-care is a lifestyle, when I tell you self-care is a lifelong journey, this is not a quick fix. That is what I mean. You're not going to fix you being tired all of the time and the fact that your job has these high expectations of you and you have to give so much of yourself to this job, or give so much to your husband, or give so much to your kids, or whatever your lifestyle is set up like. You have to give, right, in order to fulfill the responsibilities that you have that are currently set up in your life. Like, yes, you're going to have to give, but you giving to that life, oh my goodness, that's so funny. I thought I saw a bug, and it turns out that it was a bug, but it was just a fly. But I didn't know that it was fly. I thought it was something else. And so I was gonna like, yeah, well, now you know, I don't like bugs and I'm jumpy and I'm scary. It's fine. So when you are coming up against all these heavy things that you've been believing, that stuff is heavy. Like, it's heavy. It's heavyweight. It's deeply rooted in you. It's going to take a while for you to shift your automatic response into something that is more productive for you. And once you shift into something that is more productive for you, that's either neutral or positive self-talk, you're going to have to continue that momentum, keep that momentum going. Because if you slow down and stop, look, the stuff from the past is still running. It's still trying to catch up to you. And so if you stop doing the thing that's helping you, the past stuff is going to catch up with you. And it's going to ramsack you. It's just going to come back and do exactly what it's been doing in the past. It's going to discourage you. It's going to overwhelm you. You're going to start feeling tired. You're going to stop doing your self-care time. Like, it will happen. So I understand that this is really probably a different video for a different day, but I can go into it deeper. But yeah, like, you need to know that about self-talk, about self-care, like about all of it, because it matters. Self-care is a lifestyle. That's how I came up with the name COCO LOVE Lifestyle. We're building our courage, our confidence, and our self-love as a way of life. That is what we believe around here. It's not a quick fix. It's not something that, I want to just go to the spa today. It's not just me saying that I want to go to the spa today or go to the spa tomorrow or whatever. I want to figure out how to live a life that includes peace. How do we live a life that includes self-care? Like, it's just a part of my life, not just, I'm going to go take a real quick vacation. Like, it's an afterthought. Like, it's something that I sprinkle on top. No, like this is a part of life. Right? So that is the mission and the goal that I have for myself, that I have for any of my clients that I work with. Like if you are interested in working with me, I would love to have you come and sign up. Like do what you need to do. The link and information to be able to work with me. I have a mentorship program for ambitious women. It's an intimate virtual gathering space. We gather once a month and we talk about what's holding us back in self-care, and it's a very powerful conversation that we have. That group is called Courageously Caring. So if you're interested in joining Courageously Caring, let's talk about the hard things. Let's get to the root of the problems. More information is available to you down in the description box below. But I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. So I'm going to close out. I'm going to make sure that I've said all the things that I had in my notes. And yeah, I really appreciate y'all for coming through in today's video. I hope that you have been enjoying this affirmation series, this self-talk series that I've been doing here lately. Like it's part of the launch for the How to Write Affirmations workshop. And even if you don't come to the How to Write Affirmations workshop, just know your self-talk is very important. Like I'm not just telling y'all this only so that y'all can like come to the workshop. Like I'm telling you this because this is what I believe to be true, and this is what I have lived in my life. Like go watch all of these videos. They will help you. Like affirmations are so important to life and to helping your mindset just be changed and shifted and to grow. You can learn more about yourself and just become the person that you desire to become and create the life you actually desire to live. I believe this stuff. I'm not just saying it out of my mouth. I have done it. I am living proof of it. Okay. So yeah. If you want to know more about how to write affirmations, the information is in the description box below. Join me at the How to Write Affirmations workshop on September 13th. It's going down. It's going down. If you want to learn what tools you need to write affirmations, how to clear your mind before you write affirmations, what type of questions do you need to ask yourself so that you can write quality affirmations, and I'll be sharing with you my impactful affirmation formula as well as my easy affirmation formula. I'm talking about it's like literally kid proof and beginner friendly. So yeah, if you want those things, then join me at the How to Write Affirmations workshop on September 13th. And if you're watching this video and it's past September 13th, just know that you can still click the link in the description because the replay will be available to you in the COCO Love shop. So yeah, those are all the things. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm gonna catch you in the next one.